Libra, I am here to give you your mirrored moon read, where we're diving into the energies in play that got kicked off with the full moon we just had the other day in Capricorn on the 21st that will be coming to culmination on the full moon also in Capricorn on July 21st. So these are mirrored images of each other, and we are entering somewhat of an initiatory phase through a hall of mirrors. And there is a lot of glamour at this stage of the game, I have to say, because the moon came in square Neptune, which is a very illusory, slippery kind of energy. There was also a keen 6 Pluto, okay, and that creates what they call a provocative pattern. And yes, it implies everything the provocation does allude to, okay, so there are sort of provocative situations. There's a lot more than meets the eye, and so we have to kind of dig a little deeper. In fact, blind spots are front and center at this time. There is a positive influence that we do have on offer, which came in through Neptune trine Pisces. I want to say Pisces. Neptune trine Pluto. My goodness. Okay, so there might be some prices, I want to say. Okay. Prices, Pisces, some karma to balance out, perhaps that sneaking in kind of in an interesting way. Okay, there could be some cross watcher energy around you. This could be a very significant karmic cycle for you, Libra. Okay, there might be something you need to close up. Or there might be something that's still lingering. Okay, I could see that. We've had this damselfly theme coming in since we kicked this off. And it's interesting. Right now we got one damselfly, okay, that broke loose from the web, and it's kind of just hanging out, keeping an eye on things. And then off in the distance, still caught up, and in fact, all bundled up in that web and being prepared for a certain spider's feast, we have the other damselfly. And so I feel like some energy that was causing you trouble has been caught up. Okay, but there is another energy that's kind of keeping an eye on you. The thing that's interesting is that during the Virgo read, when this same theme came in, there was storm clouds forming. And unlike in Virgo's read, I see that the skies are clearing up for you. So I feel like you're on the other side of a particular storm. But there might be some people around you that are lagging behind that might be dealing with some towers. And they could be kind of keeping an eye on you and sort of like seeing what's up with you. They might be wanting to kind of have you help them out with a situation, or maybe provide some kind of clarity, or they're just wanting to keep an eye on you for some reason. So I did get this download coming in for you where you might get an invitation to travel soon, and that this seems like something really happy. It could be potentially connected to some kind of gathering, some kind of party, or some special event. The special event could be related to a work opportunity, but simultaneously, I also got this message that you want to be really careful about taking unnecessary risks in regard to your finances in your business right now, okay? Because it could turn out not how you anticipate. Ward yourself against potential losses. I do feel like you are going to hear from somebody. This is somebody that maybe is a potential lover. Okay, this person might want to go on some kind of love jaunt with you, something like this. Just be mindful, all right? There's something coming in around this. I don't know. I don't know if it's just this energy coming in on its own or if there's other energies attached. There's just something you need to have your awareness up around regarding this, all right, Libra? So we're going to dive right into it, and we're going to see what is coming in for you during this lunar cycle. Do be aware that blind spots are really high at this time. You don't have the full picture. We certainly know this with the fixed star spiculum, highly aspected, which does give us a little courage to kind of like take risks, but not all of those risks are in our best interest. I mean, we do have Neptune trine Pluto, which can, you know, give us the ability to come up with creative solutions or find our way around certain blocks, but we want to be aware of how we move. All right. With that, I saw a little peek of the devil there. So I do feel like you got some tricky energy around you. Yeah, look at this. So I do feel like you're going to hear from somebody. This is a Knight of Wands in reverse. This is somebody who's moving a little impetuously. Could be a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I think they got some heat under their butt. They might want you to save them from the fire. That's what I feel, okay? And this person might be coming in real hot and heavy, and they might be wanting you to move forward really fast. They might want you to go on some kind of trip with them, or they might invite you to some kind of event, some kind of gathering. And I do feel like there's some kind of affinity there, but there's also something you're not aware of in this situation. And with Knight of Wands in reverse, that is kind of like player energy. So you do need to be aware of this. You know, this may be somebody who just wants to get in your good graces for an ulterior motive. I'm not sure yet, Libra, but we'll check it out, okay? So let's see what this is about. If you see that coming up in reverse, I would say where you do feel like just rushing ahead, maybe because you're excited about a certain opportunity, you might want to, you know, just pull back a little bit. You could stand to lose something financially or something in your stability. So you do want to be aware of this, okay? That message did come in, and I think it's important to be mindful of this. What does Libra need to know here? Oh, look at this. I knew it. Well, Pisces was showing up, okay? We got Pisces here, okay? We got the King of Cups with the Hangman, okay? So there's something here that potentially could really hold you up in regard to this offer, all right? There's something here that may look like an advancement. It may look like it's moving you forward in a desirable direction, but it's one of these things like hindsight's always better than foresight. You may look back on taking a particular risk and go, ooh, I don't know if that was the right thing to do. I see you could get caught up. You could get delayed. You could get delayed on your way to a certain destination. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I mean, something came to a close here. And there is reason to have suspicion in this situation. We've got 10 of Swords coming in with the 7 of Swords, and with that, the High Priestess. And what do we got here? Oh, the good old crossroads with the Lovers. Okay? Gemini energy. This is an important choice. Yeah, I don't know about this. I would be really leery about this. We know with the High Priestess in play, something's hidden here. There's definitely ulterior motives and manipulation with the 7 of Swords coming in with the 10 of Swords there. What is the desire? What is the desire to have you come greet this person, meet with this person? What is this about? I don't trust that at all. This is something that could potentially create a lot of complication for you. You need to be really mindful in this situation. There's an important choice to make here. Something hangs in the balance of this, and you do have to use your wits and the knowledge you've gained here. You're going to really have to trust your intuition in this situation. Got the Hermit right here. Virgo energy, and right behind that, we have the Hierophant, all right, Taurus energy. And with that, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be a Taurus connected to this situation, all right? This could be somebody that has strong Pisces, strong Taurus in their chart. This could be somebody who works on a spiritual level, maybe even has done some spiritual work in connection with you. There's something to resolve here. Do be aware of temptation and how it can lead you astray. I also feel like there's something here that it's like a strategy that is being put into play. Okay? And there is deception. There's trickery here, for sure. There's a lot that's hidden. Not all is as it seems in this situation, so you do want to be mindful. I would not rush ahead with anything. Certainly not with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Hell no. That has disaster written all over it. And there's something else going on here. There's something else going on here that I feel like could really get you caught up. You know, you're best to like hold off on this, all right? Maybe even just sort of like ask for some spiritual guidance to come in, you know, tap your own sources of spiritual support in regard to this. I think there's some truth that you've already rested upon in a particular situation. And you learn this truth the hard way through going through some kind of grief, some kind of pain, some kind of loss. And I think you're resting on a certain truth, but it's almost like somebody wants to challenge that truth potentially here, okay? I also see that you could be in a position where you sort of went off your own way. You've been growing something for yourself. You've been building something for yourself, okay? You might do some kind of spiritual work. This is possible, okay? But there's something here like somebody wants to get you caught up. This could even be a choice, like, do I go ahead and do I take some flashy business offer, maybe it ties you to like a corporation, or it puts you in a position where then somebody has more control over what you're creating here. And it might seem like something that could really advance you initially, but it could be something that really sets you back. And you could suffer a loss because of it. It could be a loss of your creative property. It could be a loss for you financially. So I do feel like this is something you really need to consider before you jump on it, And there might be pressure coming in with this opportunity, like you need to act now, you need to do this now. It was 12:22 on the clock when that came in, okay? I think you're really best advised to lean into this and buy time where you can. I feel like whatever this offer is, it does involve like some kind of travel, right? Maybe to go and meet with somebody. Could be meeting with, the head of, some corporation or some bigwig or something, right? But there's a lot that comes in with this. You could be getting this offer too from somebody who is like a potential love interest. Maybe they put in a word for you, but there's just something here you want to be careful about, okay? You really do want to be careful about this. Because I don't know why. I got like this vibe like somebody might want to take more than their share in this situation. And you really could end up on the losing end. That's sort of how it's coming through. Comes in with strong earth sign energy, both Virgo and Taurus, highly aspected there, and super strong Pisces, okay? Yeah, I mean, you need to take a little time here. I wouldn't jump on anything right off the bat. Let's get some more details about this. Give me some more details about this. What's going on here? There's some major choice to make, okay? And it may look like it's something that could move you out of like a stuck position and advance you. Here we go. We got the Knight of Wands upright now. All right, this is really interesting energy. What's this crossing energy? We got, the work here with the 3 of Pentacles. We got the 6 of Swords, okay? Knight of Cups. Here's the advance with the Page of Wands. I'm not kidding, man. Look at this. 8 of Swords. This is meant to get you trapped. This is meant to get you caught up. I don't advise this. Page of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Got Sagittarian energy pretty strong there with that Page of Wands. There might be some message that comes through here. This person could have strong fire, water in their chart. I feel like it's a friendly advance, okay? It could be possible that this person feels stuck in some way. Maybe they're stuck in some kind of binding agreement and they're trying to figure out how the heck to get out of it. Oh, Ted just said yes on that. Okay, so maybe this person's coming forward and they're like, I need some help here. Like, I'm in a bit of a jam, man. I need to get out of this situation. They might have been working with a few people here and they're realizing that, something is very problematic. They're trying to figure out how to get themselves free of this situation so they can move forward. They might be contacting you wanting some kind of advice here, but look what comes behind them. There's a tower here. I mean, I think somebody here knows that there's a tower coming. Like, something is about to get completely destroyed. I feel like two people have already jumped ship in this regard. All right. And somebody here is sort of being set up to take a fall in this situation. It may be this person that reaches out to you. They might want your assistance to figure out, you know, how to get around this. Right. In some cases, you know, somebody could even be looking at like some kind of legal trouble here. You know, they feel like they got set up or something. This is definitely a situation that involves like money, work, some kind of partnership. All right. Yeah, I'm getting the vibes like somebody wants your assistance, but you need to be careful about this because it's like sort of like, you may want to help, but I also see that this could really rope you into something that could jeopardize your own work and your own position. There is a choice to make here with the Chariot. Cancer energy coming in there, okay? There is more of this like riddle energy to resolve here. You're really going to have to lean into this to make sure you make the right choice here. But there's some alignment on offer, some celebration, okay? Again, you know, you might be invited to some kind of party, some kind of event. Maybe even somebody you know is getting married, okay? You could be invited to their wedding, something like this. It would involve you traveling. And I do feel like you're considering it, okay? You're considering it. Should I do this? And we see the offer on the table right here with the Fool, okay? Could be coming in from an Aries, could be coming in from an Aquarius, possibly. But there's a strategy in place here. And I think you might sort of employ a little bit of strategy in regard to this, okay? You need to look into a matter a little more deeply because I do feel like you did get, you know, some energy that was problematic out of the way, and it's been officially sequestered here. But you do have another energy that's sort of like lingering. I feel that. And you need to be aware of what's going on in a particular situation before you just automatically act. Because I feel like there's a lot that's kind of in the dark here that you do not know about. You do not know about, right? There's missing elements here. And it's this blind spot that could really burden you and have you filled with regret if you take this opportunity. I mean, I see it coming in. I do. I see it coming in. But I also see that you're at a point where you're about to have some kind of, you know, celebration, some kind of level up for yourself. And you might really need to get rooted and grounded before you take this opportunity, because I see a lot of stress. I see a lot of anxiety, and I definitely see somebody who's thinking more about what they need than what really will be a benefit to you. That's the truth, man. Ace of Swords. Could be coming in from a King of Swords, okay? Aquarian energy, pretty freaking strong here. There could be another Libra involved in this situation. There could be a Gemini involved in this situation as well, but that's pretty strong Aquarian energy with what came out here. They could also be a Leo descendant, okay? So they could be an Aquarius rising. That's possible. All right. They could also be an ex. This could be somebody you dealt with before. All right. Let me get some more details. I think you're going to have to be very decisive in this situation. This is not a decision that you can make from an emotional place. You're going to have to look at what's being presented to you. You're going to have to look at just the facts. You're going to have to look at the history of the situation and what you dealt with in this matter. And then you're really going to have to think about what's in your best interest in terms of what you've been developing, growing, building for yourself. I would say where somebody wants to partner with you on something you've been building for yourself, that's a firm no. It looks like there's too much of a desire to sort of like seize control of something and leave you in a lurch in this situation. I don't like the energy. Okay, let me get some more details about this for you, Libra. What does Libra need to know about this situation? What does Libra need to know about this situation? I mean, I do feel like this is something that it will seem exciting, but there's a lot of anxiety around making this choice. And here's the thing, when something feels right, it feels right. There shouldn't be a lot of anxiety around it. This will be coming in. I do feel this is going to be coming in. What's coming in towards you here? Yeah, somebody who needs your help. They need your help because they're suffering some kind of losses here. They're suffering some kind of losses here. You know, there's still those two damselflies out there, okay? I feel like one person has really been put in a position where they're stuck and the other ain't far behind. And so this is why they're reaching out to you. They want your assistance with this. Look what it brings. Heartache. Heartache. You need to be liked, this man. I'm not digging this energy. Let me do a cut of the deck here, okay? And then I'm gonna pull out some other cards. Ace of Wands, okay? You really need to bring your fire forward on this one. You need to take a strong, decisive action in this situation. And look what we got there. I mean, we got the Two of Cups, okay? So there's some kind of healing, reconciliation that's on the table here with another. But you have to be really mindful because I also see like there's something that could potentially disrupt your security in a situation. Oh man, look at what you're about to come into, Libra. Oh, Libra. No, 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 no. There's something you're about to come into alignment with here. You need to be careful. Look what's surrounding you, I have to tell you. Okay, you got the Four of Pentacles here, right? So there's something you've been building here. You've been very invested in it. And this is your baby, okay? So you've been working really hard to build something for your future here. And this is where your focus is, you know? You got like very focused vision. It's all that's on your mind, you know? And it's everything you're directing your energy toward right now. It's going to lead you to this abundance. You're just about there. You're on the precipice of it, I have to tell you. What you've been working so hard to grow is about to come into alignment. This is your point of personal fulfillment. Nine of Pentacles to Nine of Cups. This is good. This is good. This is you achieving what you set out to do, all right? You're just about there. And here comes this invitation. And yes, it's fishy. There could be a Pisces connected to this with the Page of Cups. And here you are, you know, you've been nurturing your new beginning. You might have even been going through, you know, some lean times, some difficult times, some challenging times with the Star. You've been waiting for that moment of success. You've been waiting for your cup to be filled with, you know, the results of all that you've been working to grow for yourself. And I see you've been doing a lot of personal reflection. You've been balancing things out. You've been doing a lot of healing work. Okay, there's that Aquarian energy coming in too. And right behind that, we got the Queen of Cups. All right, so I do feel like, you know, this again, Piscean energy, Cancerian energy, Scorpio energy, but with the way this is coming in, we did see there's a King of Cups coming in here. And I do feel like you're getting some kind of offer, right? And it's like this person saying, look, you know, together we can team our energy and we can build something really solid, really strong, you know, with the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, you got the 9 or you're about to get the 9, but we can make it a 10 together. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, you could, but if I can get the 9 on my own, I mean, a little extra, you know, elbow grease, a little more focus, I could easily get another one on my own too, you know? And there's something here where you do need to kind of cut through the BS. There you are. All right, well, I'll hear you out. You know, what's this offer? What do you have to say? What do you want me to know? What are you proposing here? But you do need to be very logical in this situation because look, illusion, there it is. Illusion, confusion. It's all sleight of hand. It sounds good. I mean, I'm sure it looks like you've been grinding. Okay, so I'm sure this This will seem very appealing to get to sort of like break from, you know, this time of doing a lot of hard groundwork, right? To go off on some adventure, and, you know, it may really excite you, the proposition. But there's a warning here that there's a way you could really stand to lose out in this situation. And it's interesting too with the way this is coming in. I just noticed this. Moon is getting dim on this side. Let me just brighten it up around here a little bit. Let me shed some light on matters. Look at this. See, you know somebody's keeping something under wraps in regard to this with the approach. You're like, wait a minute. Nope. No, there's more to it than that. You'll suspect it. And I do feel like you're going to ask some tough questions in this situation. And I feel somebody is going to be very tight-lipped in their responses. It's just kind of what's coming in here. It has everything to do with your work. Okay, it does. It has everything to do with your work. It is going to be coming in. This offer is going to be coming in. But it's interesting, the timing of it. It's coming in just as your ships are coming in, all right? It's almost like somebody wants to jump in right after you've done all the groundwork to build something. And now they're like, hey, I'd like in on that action. And it's like, wait a minute, you know, where were you during the building phase? Like, I did this, you know, I did this on my own. Where were you? You know, there's something you need to be mindful of here. Be leery of that. Who does it really benefit in that situation? Okay. Who does it really benefit? I think it's important to, you know, be mindful of who have been your supporters, you know. Those are the people that you should have allegiance to. People who went MIA and then just want to jump in and hitch a ride once you've already done all the groundwork should be suspect. All right, let's look at the Tarot of the Angels here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's like a deal with the devil right on the bottom of the deck there. Seduction and downfall. And again, here comes the occult piece. Okay, so this is somebody who works with the occult, works with magic. Yeah, it's just a little shady energy, man. We're gonna have to pull out the occult tarot on this one for you. Yeah, there's ulterior motives here, right? Be mindful. This is really tricky terrain that we're moving through here. There is some kind of manipulation. And if this is coming in as an offer, like from somebody from the industry, or it's some kind of offer that's coming in from a big corporation or something like this, maybe somebody put in a word for you or something, you might be, you know, prone to kind of jump at the opportunity. Maybe you really trust who's bringing this opportunity forward to you, but there's the bigger picture here. And I feel like cutting this deal is a bit like cutting a deal with the devil. It's like a real binding agreement. And beyond that, I see like you're going to lose a lot. It doesn't really benefit you in the end. You'll realize that, okay? It's almost like you get to be a sacrifice in this situation. And I don't like the vibe of that at all, Libra, okay? So don't get suckered, man. I do feel like it's going to be tempting for you. I do. I think that you want some excitement. You've probably been, you know, sort of slogging through. You'd like to have, you know, a little bit of fun. You'd like to have a little bit of, you know, that kind of like moment of success. And I do feel that's coming in for you. But you could kind of shoot yourself in the foot if you get to this place where you just think about getting there quicker rather than laying down the proper foundation, and you're not really considering what kind of agreements you're signing on for here. All right. Yeah, look at this. Empress, bottom of the deck. And here comes the serpent, you know, to spin the web of illusion and talk about, hey, you know, I got knowledge about this field and I can really benefit you, and here's my offer. But there's something that needs to be transmuted here. You are about to come to this place of really seeing the results of what you've been building, developing, growing for yourself. You've integrated a lot of harsh lessons here with the Empress, okay? And you're in your place of power. So I don't really feel like you need this for your next step. I don't, you know. Um, there is something here though, where if you've had somebody trying to cause disruption between you and another, somebody that you are supposed to be with, it says assures peace between couples, okay? So if you've had somebody who's been interfering in a relationship with somebody that's special to you, I do feel like you can get beyond that, okay? You can get beyond some kind of deception that came in between the two of you. But I do think you need to be mindful when it comes to your business. It's kind of coming in dualistic here. The energy's a little tricky. So I would say just don't jump into anything real quick because you're about to reach that point of success that you've been waiting for. Right? And you got to pay attention to how you feel. So if you start feeling really agitated or nervous or something feels uncertain, that's when you know, like, I'm going to have to hold off on making this choice until it feels right. Two of Swords. It says break the circle, lifts opposing barriers, and brings victory. Yeah, so I feel like where you cut things off in your circle, you need to keep them that way. If you made a judgment call about somebody and you were like, this person is not part of my inner circle anymore, then you need to stick with that. That was the right judgment there. This is what's going to bring you success. If you get roped back into this, I think it's going to be very problematic for you. You need to be mindful of this. Yep, Three of Wands. Because right now you are in the process of constructing your universe. And you do have some blind spots here. Okay, you're operating on trust. You are protected here. I see that. And there's something that you're bringing into being here. And it's a big task. I see that. It says here, helps with great works, but protection from adversaries. So you do have people here that want to work at cross purposes to what you're creating. And all I have to say is if you get approached by somebody and you made a judgment call and you said, nope, I am done with this person. I know what's up with them. You know, I called a shot back there and it felt right. Don't like get duped, all right? Because you may be prone to sort of go, oh, well, maybe. And I'm telling you, they might sort of like sweeten the pot by saying they can give you some kind of opportunity, or, you know, they may invite you to some kind of event or some kind of gathering, you know, something that in some way would be very appealing to you, or they're spinning it in such a way that it will be to your benefit, when in actuality, it's the opposite. All right. So you need to be aware of this. Where you made a judgment call, stick to it. You won't regret that. Let me do a cut of the deck here and see what we got. Two of Pentacles. It says fortune and fame fulfills any request. Okay. So I feel like you're going to get known for whatever you're doing. And when we look at fortune, fame, that's different for everybody. Okay. It's like, I feel like whatever you've been working on, whatever you've been developing, like you're going to become known for that. Right. You're going to develop your own sort of like, you know, following in regard to that, and have people who support the work you do. They're interested in what you do. And I do feel like you're about to come into the abundance cycle of that, whatever you've been building here. Right? To some people, to be abundance means they're off on private jets, and you know, they're in the industry and all of that. And for other people, it's just like, oh, I'm well known for what I do, and I have a good clientele, and you know, it's good. I'm eating, you know, I'm able to take care of my needs. I'm able to have some fun, you know. So don't get all like caught up in that. But I do feel like there's some of you that maybe you really desire that, right? You do desire that. Maybe you want a jet set lifestyle or something. And there could be somebody coming in here that's like selling these promises, but it's like, yeah, but at what cost? At the cost of your creative vision, at the cost of your soul, you know, because then you're sold out to some industry. You got to toe the line. You no longer have creative authority over what you're putting out there. Be mindful of the deals you cut and what you sign on for. You know, because there's something you really need to maintain balance with here. It's like they're saying they can give you everything you want. I can fulfill any request, but is that so? Yeah, be careful with the Nine of Swords. Right? And I think this person's caught up. I think that's what it is. It's sort of like, let me balance things out with you. I know I really screwed you back there. Yeah. You know, I did you real dirty, but hey, let me make it up to you. I mean, how can I make it up to you? What can I do? Can I introduce you to this person? Can I give you this opportunity? It's got those kind of vibes. You should purify yourself from this person. To do so, protect yourself from the impious. This is just somebody who's a troublemaker, man. They have no other desire than to cause trouble for you. And that's the truth, man. And this person's already caught up, which is why they're going to come around, okay? It says Four of Swords. Give it a rest, man. This will protect you from slander. This will protect you from troublemakers and people who want to cause problems for you. Now, there could be a Leo in connection with this situation with the lion there. I mean, even the angels are fed up with this person. They're like, enough already. Can you give it a rest? Right? And right behind that, what do we got? We got the Empress again coming in with that King of Swords. Right? So I do feel like, and it says here, victory grants victory and protection from lightning. So this is not your tower. It's not. It's not your tower. I feel like you already went through a tower and you're now just getting into daybreak, man. So you don't need to take this on. And I do feel like there's people here who will feel like, you know what, you're being unfair. You know, they won't like that stance. I do feel like some people may want to paint you as the bad guy in this situation. Well, let them. Let them. I mean, this is something where with the Seven of Swords here, you do have to employ a little bit of strategy. And I don't think you want to be anybody's pawn in this situation right as you're about to achieve your success. Forget that. And you do have knowledge here. You know who's good. You know who you can trust. And you know who doesn't support you. All right? And I think you're in a position here where, you know, you don't feel angry about it. Right? You feel like, yeah, that was rough. What I went through was rough. I didn't like what I went through, you know, it didn't feel fair. But at the same time, I think you've understood ways that it worked for you. Does that make sense? It's like it served a certain purpose. It's almost like there's this thing that happens when you deal with a lot of challenges or reversals on your path where you have to become super resilient. You also have to become very adept at like moving around obstacles. And there's something that got pulled out of you in this situation that couldn't have happened otherwise. So I don't think you're sitting here like stewing on it. I think you've just been really focused. And somebody wants to come in and they want to change the game on you. And it's like, no, you know, this is my ball. And I don't want to play this game with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's coming through. And it does look like there is somebody here that you're reconciling with. Okay, it could be a King of Swords energy. It could have a strong Aquarius placement in their chart, possibly. And we got Temperance here, okay? It says reconciliation and regains the favor of those one has offended. So I guess, you know, maybe this person has something they want to say to you to right what they feel was wronged in a situation. And it does say there can be a new beginning here, all right, with the Fool. Sagittarian energy coming in there pretty strong. You could have a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. I do feel like there's something that will be restored, but I also feel like there's some connections that cannot come forward, all right? And you'll know who those are for you, okay? So I would ask questions. And I would make sure that things are clear before you move forward. Don't take an offer from somebody that you know has done you dirty in the past just because they tempt you with something that seems like quick success or a level up or something like that. You know, it will really work to your disadvantage in this situation, Libra. And I just want to get a card from the Occult Tarot because the energy that came in there, bottom of the deck, 5 of Wands. Returns those who have run away. Causes earthquakes. Okay, so again, there's this like this imagery of creating some kind of like disruption. Like I think of earthquake, it reminds me of like a tower that happens from below, like disrupts your foundation. There's something you do need to be aware of here. You already digested this old cycle. You don't need to get pulled into any kind of like competitive situation, any kind of conflict situation. You got to stay focused. This message has been coming in for Libra for so long. You have to stay focused right now, Libra. You cannot drop the ball right now. Yeah, and you need to watch out for a Queen of Cups energy, okay? A Queen of Cups energy and Queen of Pentacles. Again, it's coming out. Water, earth is what you need to watch out for here, I have to say. Strong Taurus indications, water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, really strong Pisces, and they come in with the 9 of Swords. All right? So if whatever's being presented has anything to do with this character that you already cut off, you know to say no. All right? You know to say no. There is the Archer there. Okay, so there might need to be something that has to be cleared up here. And it says here with the 9 of Swords, causes great battles and wars, causes wounds to putrefy. So this is like a real old matter here. There's grudge energy here. I feel like somebody is still holding a grudge. They're trying to turn something around, and what they want to turn around is what, you know, you built for yourself. They want to bring it to the ground. Be aware. Not out of the woods yet.